Today I had a request to do a talk about mental exhaustion, weariness, and fatigue from negative circumstances. So I thought I would go ahead and talk about that. You know, in life you can start to feel overwhelmed when you're under a lot of pressure. But there are a few things that I know about pressure. So one, let's take wine for example. You can't make wine unless the grapes are under pressure. They go through a wine press. Diamonds, another thing. Diamonds are created under extreme pressure. So pressure on us, when we go through it, as opposed to throwing up our hands and just, laying down and being done and being defeated, but when we go through it and persevere, pressure makes us our best selves possible. So if you want to experience all that God has in store for you, then you have to go through the trials, tribulations, pressures, temptations. Here's what Paul says about it in James 1, 2 through 4. Paul says, "Consider it pure joy, my brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Let perseverance finish its work so that you may be mature and complete, not lacking anything." So that's what the great apostle Paul had to say about pressure and trial and temptations. Now, I was listening to a Joyce Meyer talk, and Joyce Meyer said that she used to struggle with what she called some depression. And you know what? I want to clarify this talk. This is not in regards to actual clinically diagnosed depression. This is just, the feelings, the fickle, fleeting feelings that we have, that we feel bad, we feel totally exhausted, fatigued. So this is not clinical depression, okay? So I don't want to offend anybody. This is not about clinical depression. This is just about the weariness. So Joyce Meyer said she used to get up every morning and she'd feel a little bit depressed, and she just accepted it. She just went about the whole day and was depressed. And then she learned some new information, and she learned that she was in control of how she felt. And she was in control of, not having to let the circumstances that she was going through dictate how her day was going to be. She didn't have to let it ruin her day. And she just decided to be happier. So she, in fact, was happier because she was able to take control of that and not be a victim to it. So how exactly do you do this? Take control of the situation and change your day for the better. So Matthew 11:28 and 29 says this: "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in spirit, and you will find rest in your souls." It doesn't mean when you decide to adopt this and take control of your day, it doesn't mean that you won't have negative situations come at you anymore. It just means that you don't have to go around feeling totally mentally exhausted and weary and fatigued. It means that you have the power to overcome. Stand up in the face of adversity and smile.